So I got a call this morning. So I was concerned that the engine oil temperature was reading 100. So it felt that it was an issue. So just to do this video to make you guys understand, let me show you. So this is the engine oil temperature, this particular one. So as you can see, it's almost around 100 degrees Celsius, or over 100 by now. So you can see it's very close to the middle, so that should be it's not to maybe close to 100. See, for me, if it's less than this middle of the gauge, which is about 100, I don't even feel comfortable pushing the RPM close to 6,000. Before I can push this RPM, what I mean RPM means before I can accelerate the car to get to this point, like 6,000 RPM. See, don't do it, it's not always that safe, but you know, at least to 5,005. If the oil temperature is not at 100 in the middle, I won't feel comfortable doing that, because at that time I know the oil is light enough, good enough, warm enough to protect the engine much better than when it's less than that, or when it's around 80. But at least once you get close to 80, I can accelerate even to 4,000. Oh man, I love the sound of this engine. Alright, so I just want to clarify that there's nothing wrong using, if your oil temperature gets to 100 degrees Celsius. Remember, it's different from the coolant temperature sensor. You can see it's at 90 degrees Celsius. So this is coolant temperature. Why this is oil temperature don't work the same way with coolant temperature. So oil temperature works differently, coolant temperature works differently. Alright, so I hope that makes sense. I forgot to add, if your oil temperature gets to this red zone, you can see for 140 degrees Celsius and above, then there's a problem. For example, if you are speeding too high, that is, let's assume you are doing about 220 kilometer per hour, or 200 kilometer per hour, and the ambient temperature is close to 40 degrees Celsius, or 230 or 35 degrees Celsius. The possibility of the engine oil temperature to hit 140 degrees Celsius will be high. So in that case, start warning you, reduce your speed. Once you reduce your speed close to like 100 kilometers per hour, 120 kilometers per hour, you see your oil temperature will come back. So that's why I like this gauge. You don't need to get a warning from your vehicle to tell you to reduce your speed. Once you look at the gauge, once you start getting to 140 degrees Celsius, it's time for you to lower your vehicle speed. But anything between 100, 120, 125 degrees Celsius is clear. You can speed as much as any speed you want to do, as long as the oil temperature doesn't start warning you. So it all depends on ambient temperature. By ambient temperature, I mean the outside the vehicle, the weather at that moment. That will determine if it gets close to 140. Or maybe the type of oil you are using can also increase the oil temperature as well. So that's why it's good to use the good oil and recommended oil. They tend to regulate, so that the temperature doesn't exceed or go too high. Or if your coolant temperature starts going too high, then yeah, it will also increase the oil temperature. So those are the things. Even when there are some engines that will have issue, it will also affect the oil temperature as well. So I hope that makes sense. So anything less than 140 degrees Celsius, your engine is okay. Nothing wrong with your engine. All right.